Welcome to episode 136 of the Quest Lore series, A Taste of Hope. To start this quest you must have completed The Restless Ghost, Priest in Peril, Nature Spirit, In Search of the Maya Key, In Aid of the Maya Key, and Darkness of Hallowvale. Just outside the Theatre of Blood, you speak with Garth. He tells you the tale of Seraphina, who was the only person who has ever successfully completed the Theatre of Blood, and has been granted the freedom to no longer have to give any blood tithes. Many citizens of Mayaditch are inspired by her and have hope that they can also attain such freedom through the Theatre of Blood. Vampires come from all around Mauritania to watch the citizens' attempt, as if they were watching a sport. You see Rannistraken and Vanstrom Klaus enter the theatre, so you update the Maya Key about this. Safalan wants you to find out what Vanstrom is up to. Just west of the bank, near the theatre, you try to climb up some rubble, but you need to distract the guard first. You speak to Harpert, and he wants 1,000 coins so he can buy a sword, as he believes he'll have a better chance at taking on the Theatre of Blood. He distracts the vampire, and you climb up onto the wall. You avoid the steaming vents and make your way around the top of Versinhaza, until you reach a window which you peek through. Vanstrom Klaus and Rannistraken are speaking with Versik Vitur. They now have an abomination, a creature that can track its prey as long as it has its blood. Venescula Draken wants Safalan and the adventurer, in this case you, to be kept alive, but Rannis doesn't want to make any exceptions or let any opportunity slip through their fingers. They also say that if Seraphina could discover the vampire's weaknesses, maybe the Maya Key can do so as well. You update Safalan again. Him and Vertida are going to form a plan of action. Hayam Alchemy 1, which you obtained in the previous quest, is written in a strange vampiric language which has taken a long time for Flagey and Scroot to translate. Not only were the experiments performed on humans, but they were also performed on vampires. It seems that the vampires don't have complete immunity from attacks, and the research in this book shows the vampires trying to find a way to overcome this weakness. You mentioned how Rannis implied that Seraphina had discovered their weakness. Flagian thinks it's a good idea for you to try and find Seraphina's discovery. At the western wall, just south of the broken fountain, you find Seraphina's house. Downstairs there's a locked door. You find some mysterious meat in one crate, which you grind with a pestle and mortar, and a mysterious herb from the barrel. These are added to a vial of water, and then you use the potion on the locked door, but it doesn't work. A riddle on the door gives Safalan the idea to fill the empty vial with his own blood. You use the mysterious herb and grinded mysterious meat again, and then pour the blood potion on the door, which unlocks it. Inside the chest you find old notes. Flagian may be able to translate them. It turns out that the notes are gibberish, and that the myth of Seraphina, knowing the secret weaknesses of the vampires, was actually a ruse by the vampires to trap the Maya Key, and since Safalan used his own blood, the abomination now knows where they are. It enters the hideout and starts killing all of them. But when it attacks Safalan, a strange shield protects him and weakens the abomination, which you defeat alongside Vertida. Now they need to change hideout location to underneath Old Man Rao's house. You find a trapdoor and go downstairs, meeting the Maya Key again. Safalan blames himself for being so naive to think that Seraphina was real and that the humans actually had a chance against the vampires. Vertida points out that Safalan's magic managed to weaken the abomination. He has no idea how this magic works. It only seems to come on when he's angry or threatened. Before Flagian died, he managed to translate more of the Hayam Alchemy book. You work with Vertida to finish translating it. There are two factors that matter in defeating vampires. First, the weapon has to be made of silver. Secondly, due to the vampire's quick reactions, you need a weapon that attacks in an unpredictable way. The Rod of Evandis would make a good shaft. For the head, a silver sickle would be the obvious choice, and reinforcing it with an emerald enchantment would increase its effectiveness. The chain just has to be strong enough that it doesn't break. You grab one from the crate here, you attach an emerald to the silver sickle and enchant it, you get the Rod of Evandis back from Veliav Hertz, and with all three components you make the Evandis flail. The vampires believe they have defeated the Maya Key, so they will make an official announcement. Rannistraken is one of the senior figures, so this is an opportunity to defeat him with his new weapon, and as vampires and citizens of this land will all be attending this announcement, this would be a great opportunity to foster some hope in the people. You talk to Kale Forshaw and say that you're ready. A cutscene plays, with Rannistraken announcing the defeat of the Maya Key and then you enter the scene saying otherwise. After a difficult battle, you defeat him and give a speech to inspire real hope in the people. Right in front of them, they see that Rennish Draken lies dead. You ask the citizens to help fight alongside the Myarchy, and together they can push back the darkness of Hallowvale. Together they can bring down the tyranny of the Draken family and bring hope to all of Mauritania. Myarchy prevail. One last time you speak to Safalan and get Rennish Draken's medallion, the Evandis flail, and some XP. Loernio Draken will not be pleased about this. Completing this quest is a requirement for A Night at the Theatre and Sins of the Father. Join me next time where I'll explain the lore behind Contact.